Down the rabbit hole. First, please pause this page and reflect over what the prompt is and what you will need to do in order to answer the question. Remember, you want to read the prompt first because it gives your reading a purpose. Down the rabbit hole. Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the riverbank and of having nothing to do. Once or twice she had peeped into the book her sister was reading, but it had no pictures in it. And what is the use of a book, thought Alice, without pictures? So, she was considering in her own mind whether the pleasure of making a necklace of daisies would be worth the trouble of getting up and picking the daisies, when suddenly a white rabbit with pink eyes ran close by her. There's nothing so very remarkable in that, nor did Alice think it so very much out of the way to hear the rabbit say to itself, oh dear, I shall be too late." It all seemed so normal, until she realized it was anything but. When the rabbit actually took a watch out of its waistcoat pocket and looked at it, and then hurried on, Alice started to her feet. It flashed across her mind that she had never before seen a rabbit with either a waistcoat pocket or a watch to take out of it. Burning with curiosity, Alice ran across the field after it, and was just in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under the hedge. In another moment Alice went after it, never once considering how in the world she was going to get out of such a deep rabbit hole. The rabbit hole went straight on like a tunnel for some way, and then dipped suddenly down, so suddenly that Alice had not a moment to think about stopping herself before she found herself falling down what seemed to be a very deep well. Either the well was very deep, or she fell very slowly, for she had plenty of time as she went down to look about her, and to wonder what was going to happen next. First, she tried to look down and make out what she was coming to. It was too dark to see anything. Then she looked at the sides of the well, and noticed that they were filled with cupboards and bookshelves here, and there she saw maps and pictures hung on the pegs. She took down a jar from one of the shelves as she passed. It was labeled orange marmalade. But to her great disappointment, it was empty. She did not like to drop the jar for fear of it falling on somebody underneath. So Alice managed to put it onto one of the cupboards as she fell past it. Well, thought Alice to herself, after such a fall as this, I shall think nothing of tumbling downstairs. How brave they'll all think of me at home. Why, I wouldn't say anything about it, even if I fell off the top of the house. Down, down, down. Will the fall never come to an end? I wonder how many miles I've fallen by this time, she said aloud. I must be getting somewhere near the center of the earth. Let me see. That would be 4,000 miles down, I think. Alice had learnt several things of this sort in her lessons in the schoolroom, and though this was a very good opportunity for showing off her knowledge, yes, that's about the right distance. But then I wonder what latitude or longitude I've got to. Alice had not the slightest idea what latitude was or longitude either, but she thought they were nice, grand words to say. Presently she began to wonder, I wonder if I shall fall right through the earth. How funny it'll seem to come out among the people that walk with their heads downwards. After stating this, Alice was rather glad there was no one listening, this time, as it didn't sound at all the right word. I shall have to ask them what the name of this country is, you know. Please, ma'am, is this New Zealand or Australia? She tried to curtsy as she spoke fancy, curtsying as you're falling through the air. And what an ignorant little girl shall think of me for asking. No, it'll never do to ask. Perhaps I shall see it written up somewhere. Down, down, down. There's nothing else to do. So Alice soon began talking again. Denise will miss me so very much tonight. I should think. Denise was the cat. I hope they'll remember her saucer of milk at tea time. Denise, my dear, I wish you were down here with me. There are no mice in the air, I'm afraid, but you might catch a bat, That's very much like a mouse, you know. But do cats eat bats, I wonder? Alice began to get rather sleepy, and went on saying in a sleepy sort of way, "Do cats eat bats? Do cats eat bats? And sometimes, do bats eat cats?" She felt that she was dozing off, and had just begun to dream, when suddenly, thump, thump, she landed from her great fall. Alice was not a bit hurt, and she jumped up to her feet in a moment. She looked up, but it was all dark overhead. Before her was just another long passage, and the White Rabbit with those strange pink eyes was still in sight, hurrying down it. There was not a moment to be lost. Away went Alice like the wind, and was just in time to hear it say, as it turned a corner, "Oh, my ears and whiskers, how late it's getting!" She was close behind it when she turned the corner. She saw what the rabbit was late for.